we need to talk about the working class. And two key ways in which that's playing out. I work essentially for the trade union movement, and I'm running in an area where working class issues are really dominating, especially in the neighbourhood I grew up in. So one is jobs. We need to talk so much more about jobs, and in particular how we bring people's livelihoods will be safe, how we bring them with us. If they work in an industry that is deemed dirty, how are we going to take them on a journey to an industry where they're going to have a clean job? What does that look like? Because unless you do that work, they're going to be scared. Of course they are. Of course they're going to be scared because they lose their livelihoods. And it's often not the richest that will lose their livelihoods, right? And so it's so important that we do that area by area, plant by plant, job by job, and we have that plan, and we reassure people that it can happen. The other part of that is the way in which we communicate things like the ultra low emission zone. For those of you who don't know, and I know many of us don't drive in this room, so it's not been a big issue for us. It's a new policy, and it's about air pollution, about clean air, which of course we want to do something about. And where I'm running in Chingford and Woodford Green, where I'm running in Chingford and Woodford Green, it's a particular issue because they're just by the motorway where they're going to have to start paying £12.50 a day if they have a certain type of diesel engine in 2021, I think it is. So what happened when this news came out is a lot of people in the area went to check their car, and some of them had bought a diesel engine when it was the thing to do, and when they were told that they should do that. And there's a lot of traders, I've got a lot of sole traders that live in the area. They have a little van, they go out, they're plumbers, they're carpenters, the rest of it, and they're going to be hit by this essentially extra tax. And the problem is that whilst we want to do something about clean air, and whilst ULEZ isn't some sexy policy that we can talk about, we've completely got the politics wrong in terms of the impact on inequality. So I will hear from my working class constituents, I'm already talking about like I'm their MP, they're like, but Labour's for the working class, why, and they're blaming Sadiq Khan. It's not Sadiq Khan's fault, but that's another story. They're saying, this is gonna hit us most. How am I going to run my business? Like, I cross that road all the time to go and see my family in Walthamstow. This is actually unfair, and I don't have an answer to them because it is unfair. We didn't communicate this plan well. We didn't say to them, this is a scrappage scheme that's in place that you can do a one-for-one swap. We didn't think about the redistributional impacts for those at the poorer end who will have to switch their car, who will have to be charged £12.50. That's a lot of money for people on